Child, not Chris Fletcher. Mr. Charismatic, janky promoter suit wearing that. Friend, not two videos. Not two videos back to back. Exactly. I had some more stuff to say. So tell me why today, young Dolph, the man who was allegedly the mastermind behind the passing away or the homicide, should I call it? Yeah. Anyway, so he was found not guilty today, and he had some stuff to say when he walked out the courthouse, talking about he was in fear for his life. Whatever. I'm gonna tell y'all what he said. We also gonna talk about that bald head Amber Rose, a nice young lady who is backing Trump with the whole DC stuff. Exactly. I know I try to stay away from politics, but I don't like Amber Rose. I don't like her at all. She's the one who called the Anna Paulina girl to try to get Tory out, and that's why they are now trying to appeal the case. Anyway, we also gonna talk about Chris Fletcher, because that's what I actually came down here to say. Shout out to my mod for giving me the tea. So then I had to come down here on the interwebs and verify that Chris Fletcher, not your license got revoked. So are you depending on Miss Nell once again? Because we already found out from Lexi a long time ago that Miss Nell was the one with the money. So I guess Miss Nell's still the one with the money. I wonder, are we going to talk about this on the show, Mr. Carlos, Mr. I Follow the Reality. This the real reality. But you know what this is giving? This is giving Letitia and them Scotts, them allegedly, and in my opinion, this is no fact. This is just what I think in my head. And I am a detective and a reporter and a journalist. Nah, but for real, it's giving maybe somebody got a little mad because the Fletchers, everybody talking about how the Fletchers need a show. We really need a show now because I want to know what the fuck going on with Chris Fletcher. And y'all leaked some information because this happened back in March. So why is this coming to light now, this week? Now that everybody talking about how the Fletchers can have their own show and we don't really need the Scotts. It's giving Yandy and Kirk Frost them. The two reality couples battling and shit. I don't know. It's just my conspiracy theory, child. I don't know. So get you a little cocktail. Welcome back. I'm a new woman. I'm a new woman from an hour ago. And let's talk some shit. Okay, so first we're going to talk about Amber Rose. No, let's talk. I don't know. We just go talk. Let's talk. We'll talk about Amber Rose first. Of course, y'all know I put my timestamp. So if y'all just here for the Chris Fletcher tea, get down in the comments and I'll put it there. It's going to be a short video, so you ain't got to see it too much. Child. So Amber Rose backs Donald Trump's DC takeover. This is what she posted on her page. She said white liberals are racist. She argued that critics are ignoring the safety of mothers, aunties, grandmoms, and the children that just want to feel safe walking outside. These people have been living in these DC neighborhoods, I'm assuming, for years. And Trump declaring that a state of emergency and arresting mostly brown people and then throwing in an Asian person for a little razzle-dazzle was insanity. And the fact that Amber Rose, who has a Caucasian mother, I ain't saying nothing. But the fact that she keeps backing him and all of this other stuff, and I said this before, Amber, we only know you because you were sucking on Black Peen. Black crazy Gemini Peen. My boo a Gemini. Exactly. But what I'm trying to tell y'all is these people will suck up our culture, do whatever it takes, and use our culture to get to where they need to be, and then switch up. Hello, Post Malone. What's the other little boy name? Millionaire. What's the name? Tommy Hookman, the dude who sang $1 Million Baby. Right. Song of the year. Use Black culture to get where you need to be, and then say you not a R&B or your music ain't classified as hip hop. Fuck you, boy. Fuck you. I feel the same way about Amber Rose. She's a culture vulture. She just likes Black Peen. I don't know. Ugh, I guess, child. So tell me what y'all think about Amber Rose openly supporting Trump Trump declaring a state of emergency in D.C. and having the National Guards down there arresting all of the black men in D.C. And shout out to the black men who didn't vote for Kamala while y'all was talking about Kamala and she arrested a whole bunch of black dudes. Where did that get you? Tell me. Exactly. Anyway, I'm sorry, y'all. Small rant. Okay, so in other news, I'm sure y'all already heard this because it's been all over the blogs this morning. But Hernandez Govan, he was the man that the prosecutors, when they were stating that case, they said he was the mastermind behind the killing of young Dolph. And for those of y'all who don't know who young Dolph is, he's a famous Memphis rapper. If you don't know who Young Dolph is, tell me what your favorite Young Dolph song is. My favorite Young Dolph song is Get Paid. Because I used to literally wake up every morning. Like, you know that first song you listen to? The first thing I do when I get in the car every single morning, I pray to God, I talk to my mama, and then I turn on my music. So by the time I hit the highway, I'm done with my prayers and it's time to hit that. You know what I'm saying? And the first song for so many years used to always be Get Paid. Get paid, nigga, get paid. Do y'all remember that? Oh, I miss Long Live Dolph. Exactly. I miss him. Anyway, so the guy Hernandez Govan, he was on trial recently for masterminding. I guess it was like conspiracy to commit murder or whatever. Anyway, so he was found not guilty today. And everybody was in the comments like, you better not go back to Memphis. It's going to be street justice. For those of y'all don't know, allegedly, it's been a long-standing beef between Yo Gotti and CMG and Young Dolph because Gotti wanted to sign Dolph. And Dolph said in an interview, the reason why he didn't end up signing with Yo Gotti is because when Yo Gotti got by himself with Dolph, he started talking about Starlito. And I believe Starlito was on the label at that time. So Dolph thought that Gotti was a fake ass nigga. And he was like, I'm not signing with no nigga who trying to sign me by talking about one of his, other artists or whatever. So that gained, a lot of people had a lot of respect for Dolph, and it was just a long standing beef between them in Memphis. Exactly. The Gottis versus the Dolphs. Anyway, so he was found not guilty. And this is what he said up on his release. He did a press conference. He said he told Fox 13 Memphis after the verdict, it's kind of hard to explain the feeling of getting your life back just from 12 people. I'm just blessed and I'm just ready to see my son. He also revealed that he's been living in fear for the last 4 years since being implicated but says he's finally ready to move forward. It feels great. It just feels like I've been born again. I get a chance to restart my life and do some positive things. He also said he plans on leaving Memphis. I hope you plan on leaving Memphis today in the next hour. As a matter of fact, I would go straight to the damn airport and have somebody meet me there with my shit. Pack my shit, ship my cars, because I wouldn't go nowhere near nowhere. I don't know. I wonder how Key Glock feel today. For those of y'all who don't know, Key Glock is Young Dolph's nephew and his protege. And I don't know if y'all haven't heard Key. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm getting in my hip hop bag. Have y'all heard the new Key Glock album? I am obsessed with Gunna and Key Glock's album. I love She's Ready. I'm ready. Hey, I just got a text to say I'm ready. Exactly. So Key Glock album is great. But prayers to him because I know he feels some type of way today that your uncle's killer just got released on a not guilty verdict. Are we wishing Chivalo all the best? Are we hoping that he get out of Memphis okay? I don't know. That's up to y'all. That's up to y'all. Let's talk about Chris Fletcher now. Okay, so Chris Fletcher, child. So one of my best friends had sent me some tea, right? So I was like, oh my God. And y'all know I go up. I'm still Team Fletcher. I don't give a fuck about none of this. Just so it be known, I'm still Team Fletcher as it pertains to the Scots. Exactly. The Scottalots. So Scottalots, come down in the comments and say your piece. But what we gonna call it? Team Fletcher stretch? What are the Fletchers? What are Fletcher fans and what are Fletcher's fans' names? The Fletchesters? The Flats? I don't know. Somebody in the comments, we need to come up with a name for the Fletchers and they fans. Anyway, child. So allegedly, this ain't allegedly because I literally got the proof. Y'all can't see it, but I'm sitting in front of it. So Chris Fletcher's license was revoked. It doesn't show that it's actually reinstated, that license number is reinstated, unless it's some sort of loophole or he got another license in a different state. But if I'm not mistaken, if your license is suspended in one state, you can't get it reinstated in another state. Anyway, child, so Mr. Christopher Fletcher, allegedly, I guess, he was found guilty of several different counts and fined back on March the 20th of 2025. For all of these offenses, he was found guilty, fined $2,500, and his license was revoked. So what, that's 5,000, 10,000, 15, no, 10,000, 12, 13,000. So I believe it's 13,000 because the last offense, he was only fined for $500. Okay, so let me just tell y'all all of the different offenses. The first offense, he engaged in misrepresentation or dishonest or fraudulent acts when selling, buying, trading, or renting real property of his own or a spouse or a child or parent. He must have been involved in the sale of a home for Neil or one of his kids or something. And as a real estate license holder, I believe you have to be impartial or you have to disclose the fact that you're related. So say for instance, he sold a home for Lance. He has to disclose to the seller that he has to disclose to the buyer that the seller is his son. So if he sold a house to somebody and didn't tell them that Lance was his son, then you weren't acting in good faith. You weren't acting in good faith when you sold that home because you didn't tell that buyer that the seller was your son. And I'm just giving y'all an example. I don't know this to be true. So that was the first offense. The second offense is engaged in conduct which constitutes or demonstrates dishonest dealings, bad faith, or untrustworthiness. So that could be the same situation. Damn, Fletcher. You was out here just breaking all of the damn. I took real estate courses. I know that. That's like chapter 1, episode 1. I guess, child. I keep shaking this phone. Okay, so that was the second offense, which is pretty much the same thing as the first offense. But with the first offense, they specify it involved a family member. The third offense, failed to disperse earnest money to the designated consumer after a written agreement was signed by both parties of the sales transaction. Damn. Yeah, so hold on. I didn't read all of these offenses before I did this video. So I'm literally, y'all getting my first reaction to this. So he didn't disperse the earnest money back to the designated consumer. So if they gave the earnest money, and they sign an agreement, if for any reason the sale doesn't, they don't complete the transaction, then you have to give the earnest money back, kind of like the deposit, for lack of better terms. You have to give that back to them, and you also have to give it back to them within a certain amount of time. Sometimes it's 30 days, whatever is written in the contract, or we will believe a reasonable amount of time. Damn, you was keeping them people money too? Girl, let's move on. Let me clutch my rhinestones. This is some real tea. Where was I at, girl? Okay, fail within a reasonable time. The next one says, fail within a reasonable time to provide information requested by the commission, investigator, and auditor. Baby, so tell me why it sounds like somebody filed a complaint. They didn't get their earnest money back or something, and you didn't respond in a reasonable amount of time. You didn't cough up the damn paperwork or the evidence they wanted or provide a response. And if the commission asks you to do something, you bet the commission is the government of the real estate. And I'm assuming the commission revoked his license. Ooh, girl. The commission is the judge and jury of real estate. Like, so in Texas, the Texas Real Estate Commission. Girl. Then the next one is change the address of his place of business and fail to notify the commission in writing within 30 days. That's actually a question on the real estate test. To get your real estate license, this is a question on the test. I took the exam, I know. So you changed, I guess you moved to North Huntsville and didn't notify the commission that you had a change of address? Girl, and then the last one is fail to have a place of business that meets the requirements for a place of business. So was you running a home business? He did say he didn't have an office. And brokers, I believe brokers have to have a place of business, a brick and mortar place of business. And you have to have your license displayed and all of the things. Oh, yeah. Hold on. I need a little sip of pineapple juice. I didn't expect that. I told y'all I was reading. I just found the information. I was like, okay, I'm going to read through it when I do the video. But, yeah. Mr. Christopher Fletcher? I don't know. Am I still Team Fletch? What do y'all think? Girl, I'm sorry, Christopher Fletcher. I don't know if, I don't know with the, I'm going to do a little research because I wonder with those types of offenses, what all do you have to go through to get your license back? Or can you even get your license back? Because these are like, these ain't no petty offenses. The last one, the place of business, not notifying them of your address. You know, that's kind of, those are like, I ain't gonna say it's minor, but it's nowhere near as bad as not dispersing earnest money. A person got to file a complaint to get their deposit back. And we're not talking about an apartment deposit. We're talking about a home deposit. Engage in conduct which constitutes or demonstrates dishonest dealings, bad faith, or untrustworthiness. Engage in misrepresentation or dishonest or fraudulent acts when selling, buying, trading, or renting real property of his own or of a spouse, child, or parent. Girl, these are some, in the real estate world, these are some big offenses. I don't know, child. Like, I'm a little shocked. I didn't know. Chris Fletcher, I didn't know you was out here doing the dirty deeds like that. Child, your charismatic ass while you was out here buying suits, talking about NDAs and shit. You should have been getting your business in order. Now you over there on the damn couch every day, drinking Colt 45s. Miss Neal got to go out here, buy wigs, buy bundles, take her to daycare, check Tisha. I'm tired for you, Miss Neal. No wonder Miss Neal was on Carlos King, tired as that thing. Tell me she got to do everything. You do. Now you're going to have to take care of Chris Fletcher because this motherfucker done lost his license. And if he don't have his brokerage license, then all of his agents can't work underneath him. The agents that he has, they can't work underneath him anymore. You can't sell a home. You can't buy a home. You can't do shit. And I hope you don't have no building because that means you're going to have to pay for that building too. And you can't do business. So you literally just paying for a damn building to sit there. Because you better not sell a Snickers bar out that damn building or the commission come over there and shut your shit down. Oh, I guess, child. There's always something going on with Love and Marriage Huntsville. Anyway, but like I said, this just more tea for the Fletchers. I wouldn't mind. What's the little? So if I told y'all this before, the Fletchers, if you notice on their little TikToks and on their stories, they always hashtag the Fletcher experience. And Lexi said they always wanted to like do reality TV and be like the Kardashians and all of that. I'm here for the Fletcher's experience. All of them pretty. She right. All of them look good. Chris Fletcher cute. Nell Fletcher cute. Lance cute. Lil Chris cute. The daughter pretty. Bring Lexi pretty as hell. Bring the daughter on her with her Caucasian husband. I like the Caucasian husband. Anyway, child. So I guess, child, I still think this is a scheme that the Scott set up to come to us with the bullshit. That's just my gut. I just feel, because if this happened in March, why did this just cross our desk this week? as the show. Because people would have known about this shit right when the show started. Or maybe, why didn't it come up last year? Well, it just happened this year. But still, girl, I guess, yeah, like I said, Tisha, you never win when you play dirty. But I ain't saying Tisha did it. I ain't saying the Scottalots did it. I'm just saying it's mighty funny that now everybody talking about how the Fletchers could be the stars of the show. And some people might feel some type of way. Anyway, friends, so that's all I got. Tell me what y'all think about Amber Rose, bald-headed ass, culture vulture ass, supporting Trump and deploying the National Guard out there in D.C., arresting all of our black brothers, one who could be my damn husband. Exactly. Tell me what y'all think about Young Dolph's killer being turned loose to the Memphis streets. Are we hoping that he returns to wherever he gonna go? If I was him, I'd be in Uzbekistan by tomorrow. Where are you? This phone is finna destruct in 2019, 18. Exactly. Because y'all will never catch me, bitch. I'm the gingerbread man. And then tell me what y'all think about Chris Fletcher and all of his drama. Chris Fletcher, this is not a good look, baby. You couldn't sell me a Tic Tac. Anyway, I love you, friend. Make sure you comment. Make sure you like and subscribe. Check out my video I posted earlier. It was really good. I talked about Drew Sidora owing $20,000. Lil Nas X running around naked. Martell and Maurice. Wanda going off on content creators. It was a lot of little tea. Anyway, so check that out and I'll talk to you later. Love you, friend. Bye.